Time director. Why now, and how did this project come to be?
Well, really, I was actually kind of inspired. I was working with Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino on Grindhouse, you know, and I was kind of aware of these movies. From when I was younger, my mom and dad used to take me to the movies, and we would go to the drive-in movies, actually, and we'd see, like, Elizabeth Taylor and Paul Newman and Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. And that was like the main movie, and that was the movie that started at 8. But the one that started at like 6, when it was still kind of light out, you know, usually had like Connie Stevens and Vic Morrow in it, you know, and was like this. It was a B movie, you know, made for not very much money at all. This movie was actually shot in 12 days. 12-hour days, which is, I've never worked on anything before that I had ever worked on that was shot in less than 24. And we shot this in, 24, for me anyway. Now they're making them less and less digital, but anyway, this was shot in 12 days. So, I got this, you know, I got this idea when I was up in doing The Divide, which is a movie that I've got coming out on DVD and Blu-ray and so on and so forth in about a week or two, to do this, because I saw a kid reading Rebel Without a Crew, which is Robert Rodriguez's book. And that's why I gave him that credit at the end. And I just thought, well, you know, maybe I'll go out and make a little movie. And I asked Jennifer if she would help me out. And there was a guy that approached me with some money for another project that I didn't really want to do. And Jennifer introduced me to him. And there was a script that Jennifer showed me about a year ago that I didn't really want to do. It was called The Victim. It was a first-time script for, what's his name?
Reed Lack. He was like more like a book.
Yeah, it's kind of a novella. It's kind of it was a page 1 rewrite. And then we went in and we hired Lorna, and Danny, who's her boyfriend, and John, and we started putting a crew together. And we actually did pre-production, which is basically putting a crew together and casting it and getting all your props, getting all your camera equipment, dealing with the Screen Actors Guild. You know, usually you want to do that when you have a script, so you know what you're doing. You know, each scene you say, okay, the prop department's going to need this, camera's going to need this, we're going to need this many actors there, but there was no script. So everybody just kind of had to follow me around, and I would tell them we're going to need this, we're going to need that. So we did 3 weeks of for the time that, see, a lot of times people come to me and they say, well, I want to make a movie, we've got money, will you do it? And I say yes, and then they turn around and they run around to other people and they go, I got Michael Biehn, will you give me money? Will you give me money? And so a lot of times when people tell me they have money, they don't really have money. So I wasn't really expecting this guy to have the money, but he started writing checks and they started clearing. I thought, fuck man, I better write something, you know. So I remembered that old script called The Victim, and I rewrote it. It was what we call a page 1 rewrite, and we did pre-production during the day for 3 weeks, and I wrote the script at night for those 3 weeks. And then we rolled into a 12-day shoot. And we started the very first day doing a love scene, actually, that Jennifer and I's love scene. And love scene, if there's any love scene in the movie, I guess. We did that because I still hadn't finished the script, and I was still working on the script. And I knew, okay, well, there's a half a day I can be working on the script that I don't have to, I don't need words for. So that's kind of how it all came to be. And these people here, not him. He was just an actor.
Well, actually, he helped with art department.
Yeah, well, if you notice at the end of what we did with the credits, I don't think has ever been done before by any filmmaker that I've ever seen before, where we've actually shown the crew and shown their faces. I thought this is some questions for me?